Alright, so this video is about TCG Automate and how it can help your card shop or card business. I know vast majority of people on eBay and some on Tcgplayer knows about this program, but I don't know if all the card shops know about this. So this is kind of a reasoning why you should buy this program and use it for your card shop. Yeah, so let's just go to it. Alright, so cool thing is if you have multiple card shops and you want to have like a database for where all your stuff's at, you can make a batch list. This is for the chaos system too, for the eBay. So what I do is I do a basic number, then what the actual card's going to be, Pokemon, and then the last part is going to be how many cards, but I don't know how many cards it's going to be. I have a template for the description line for eBay. And a store category. That's also a good thing to have. I don't know if it will work for a card shop though, but right up here is going to be your best bet. You're going to tell it is front and back. I always put a floor minimum, and then a marketplace multiplier. So I want to make 35% above what the actual market price of the actual card is. So I put 1.35. If you want to do this for your card shop and you offer 70%, 60%, or 80% of the market value, you put 0.75 or 0.60 or 0.80, whatever. This is where you go for your cards. Also, they're doing comic books, which I didn't know about. Sports cards, they go pretty far back. I want to say to the 1990s, but it could be 1980s, because there's just so many cards out there for sports. Then you go for, if you're doing Pokemon like a normal person, you go English, Japanese, Chinese. They got German, French, and Italian. Gross, never touch those. But we're going to do Japanese because, surprise, surprise, I don't speak Japanese, but I do sell Japanese. You can select what kind of finish it is and what kind of card it is. I want to do that. It's too much. Now this would do a math saying, hey, these are all near mint cards, so you could better judge your the value of the cards when it does the checking. Then you can set the filters. The filters are pretty cool. So this basically says, hey, what type of card it is. It gives a little bit more accurate type when it does the listing. We'll show that in a second here, okay? And then rarity, all this other stuff. I think you can, okay. There is a way to see what kind of artist is on the card. So it lists the card artist name because some artists are worth a lot more than others, unfortunately. So we just drop all our cards in there. Well, first you want to scan it, right? I did that before because it just takes a minute. You scan your cards. Make sure the scan looks pretty good. Sometimes my scan puts little lines on it, so that's annoying. But we drop the cards in here, and then we're going to hit submit batch. Sometimes this could take a long time, especially if you're doing like 200 cards at a moment. So you just kind of have to be patient for this. I suggest watch a YouTube video or something like that. But we're just doing this in real time, so you can see it's going kind of quick right now. Boom, boom, boom. And okay, so that's complete. It's going to make the batch. This is the longest part realistically, unless you have to make a lot of corrections. It's not the best with identifying Pokeballs cards, unfortunately. And you'll see it because I chose a pretty diverse group of cards to pick from, even though they're all grain type. But yeah, this just takes a little bit, just giving you a realistic expectation how long this takes, but this saves you hours, especially if you're listing cards on eBay or you're manually going through Tcgplayer, seeing, okay, what's this card? How much is it worth? By hand, that I've seen people take hours just to do a few. And this is all about saving you time and you could be doing other things while it's doing this. This one's taking a long time. Dead Mike. So yeah, not really showing well. Also, I do believe it's if it's a popular hour. I'm doing this at almost 2 p.m. on Sunday, so there might be a lot of people doing this all at the same time. So realistic. Funny thing is, I've already done this a couple of times, so we're just going to pop into this one. We'll check up on this from time to time because I'm impatient. All right, so you have your cards. I'm going to put 69. I like having 3 unique barriers here to figure this out because I sometimes I forget to change this, and then because it's a chaos sort system, it would cause issues. All right, so you click on the edit. I prefer to show this large image because my eyes are doo-doo. And realistically, I'm just looking for these numbers here, as long as they match. And I scroll down a little bit because I don't need to know how much it's worth right now. Those match. Match. That doesn't match. Okay, so you scroll down to look for the number that matches. Boop. Come on, it makes sense. It's literally the same picture, guys. Gross. Once again, same exact picture, which caused a problem. Oh, okay. So, okay, so same exact picture. Boom. Usually it's in the top 5, but if you have to, you could just go paste this and those numbers will pop up, right? All right. I know this is not super exciting, but for a business owner or a card shop, this is important to do to get accurate numbers and inventory. And then you're going to make a list when everything's done that you could upload to, what do you call it? Oh, again, this one's doo doo. Okay, that's why. Okay, so once again, because I don't actually speak Korean, Japanese, I'm looking at if these numbers are all the same. Now I'm going to this number here to try and match it. Oh, I'm assuming it's this one. Boom. Now you may be thinking, oh, why would I pay for something that's inaccurate this much? Trust me, when you're making a list of hundreds of cards to thousands of cards, this is saving time. And it's fairly accurate enough so you just have to go 1 click or 2 clicks away. And especially if it's a card in a language that you don't speak, the time saving is phenomenal. Clicky clack away. And I'm a little paranoid. This is taking too long. And you do see it is accurate enough. It's really accurate for the English though. I was going to run it through what you call it. Oh, this is still taking time. Mick rough. Was hoping it was already done so I could be haha, it's done. Might also be my internet connection is kind of dookie. But if you have any questions about this, definitely shoot them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer what I can, or direct you to the owner of this offer. By the way, I'm not affiliated with them. I do not get no kickbacks or anything like this. It's just something I use. Supposedly it works on Mac. I've never tried it on Mac. It is Wi-Fi internet intensive because you're connecting to AI to identify the card, and it's not stored locally, so that might be an issue for some stores. But I'm doing 69 cards. Fairly quickly. Ah, look, it's right. All these are just trash cards, realistically. If someone buys them, I'm just like, awesome. Thank you very much. But I do sell Japanese booster boxes on my website, Swole Gaming and Cards, if you wish to buy those. And you can buy these cards on my eBay store, Swole Gaming and Cards. So you can see here, so it's not the best for the identifying Pokeballs, for unfortunately. It's not even in the top list. Well, it has this one, which is nice, but it's wrong. So you just drop that number in there. If it was the right number. Ha. See, that's one of the frustrating things about what do you call it? Pokemon cards. They use the same exact art so often. And for Pokemon balls and Master Balls, you just have to have faith that you got this right, to be honest. As long as this number is matching that one, and this is matching that, and you have Pokeballs here, and it says Pokeball, you're good. Look at that beautiful full art. Worth like $2 or something like that. Going to get able to retire, kids. So this is a shiny energy. I think that's correct. Now, it's also a good idea. You might be hearing some cards moving in the background. Like, what am I looking at too? Because sometimes the scan's not perfect. Alright, so I'm looking at the cards. I might have just thrown some random yeah, okay, so this is a reverse hollow that didn't get reverse hollowed perfectly in. So it is what it is. Wait. Oh yeah, this is a really cool one. So you can't see it in the scan so well. This one was wild because there's Pokeballs and leaves printed on it. So I don't know what it really means. You know what I mean? It's like it was a misprint, because if that's a misprint, it's a super awesome misprint. But I'm going to just count it as this grass energy, and hopefully someone needs it for their collection. They say it's 53 cents, so it might be good. Now this is I think the same. No, no, it's not. We'll go back to the good one. Yes. All right, so we're just going to move on from that. Sorry. All right, going back to the good stuff. Yeah, so this is a hollow. You can see how my scanner caught the edges nice and good. Now this is just a normal card. I just thought it was really cute, and I think people might actually want it. I wish it was the mirror one. That is hot. How much is that bad boy? Ooh. But it's just a normal. Boop, boop. And yeah, so also one thing I like to do is look at the rest of the cards and see if there's going to be anything different. And this is just a normal one. Normal. Sometimes I just get paranoid and I just want to go clicky click. So I click all of them. But you don't really have to my understanding. Alright, so we're going to change that one up. I know this is a boring part of the eBay Pokemon seller, whatever. But this is your bread and butter. And if you can't sit down and do this for hours at a time, just Uber drive. You'll probably actually make more money. Because I'm staying up until like 2 o'clock in the morning on school nights doing this. It's pretty horrible. Alright. Then I like saving changes. So cool thing is, so the market value over here, right, tells you the total market value is only $18.35. Kind of dookie. But this is one my minimum I charge on eBay is $1.99 because the fees and everything and shipping costs I get 46 cents in the end of the day. So now I'm going to combine duplicates. This is for eBay and Tcgplayer, realistically. But it could also be helpful to keep these lists a little bit smaller for your website, especially if you list them on your website. So people go, oh, hey, I want this particular card, and you don't offer shipping. They know which card shop to go to if you have 2 or 3 card shops. All right, so I had 69 cards, right? And when I combined everything, it made it down to 36 SKUs. So that's pretty good. Now we're going to save that one more time. Boop, 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 boom. Okay, so it got done at some point in time. And you notice the number is different because I didn't make the corrections. So some things are going to be a few cents difference, and that makes significant changes over time. All right, so I'm going to just put this on eBay, download. Now you can put it on your Shopify, TCG, whatnot, gross, and Square. So they do have Square. So the individuals using Square and Shopify for their websites, you're covered. I use Wix, so I am shit out of luck. Alright, so my little report is over here. This is what I do. It doesn't mean you have to do it, but it's not the worst idea. Upload my template. And forget about it. Well, technically, I do a few promotions, change the mailing, like give it an actual weight, and also coupons. So if you buy multiple cards, you get 15, 20, and 25% off. Because I'm just trying to move these cards. And it's not too bad. So how I do that. I got 9,000 things to sell. Mostly trash. I need a trash man. Alright, so if I sold everything, it'd be $137.31. Boom. From $18.35 worth of value. Just throwing that out there. That's kind of wild, right? And the most cheapy cards are like 6 cents cards. So if someone actually bought them, thank you. And this just show the back doors of the freaking eBay ecosystems. Oh, yeah. Just like I wish this was something I could have automated. He might have actually automated this already. I joined it when it was brand new, without all the bell whistles. I just don't know how to use them because I never had to. And I just go down to volume pricing. It says, "Hey, this is what you should do." It's like, okay, cool, bye, and submit. And then you make enough money to think you're making money and not actually make any money, and use out on sleep, going to the gym, friends and family and stuff like that. So, thank you for my listening to my TED talk and my clicky clacky stuff. Bye.